All right, good morning. It is an honor and a privilege to be here as your 2023 Church Council President. If you listened to the radio over the holidays, you probably heard the radio announcer asking you to either call in or go online and vote for your favorite holiday movie. So I have a list of the top 5 holiday movies in no particular order. I'm going to show them to you, and then I'm going to ask you to vote on which one is your favorite. All right? Let's see. There we go. So we have Elf, A Charlie Brown Christmas, It's a Wonderful Life, The Grinch, and A Christmas Story. So I'm going to give you a couple seconds to think of which one is your favorite, and then I need you all to vote, please. Okay? All right, here we go. So who votes for Elf? I'm going to find out a lot about you guys right now. Okay? How many people like A Charlie Brown Christmas? Okay, got some. All right, what about It's a Wonderful Life? That one's leading so far. Okay, The Grinch? Aw, poor Grinch. Okay. I feel sorry for the Grinch. All right, and A Christmas Story. All right, awesome. Thank you for voting. Okay, let's see how your votes ended up here. So here are the top 5 according to entertainment in order. So we'll start with number 5. Number 5 is The Grinch, obviously. Number 4 is Elf. Aww. Number 3, A Charlie Brown Christmas. Number 2, A Christmas Story. And the number 1 all-time favorite holiday movie is It's a Wonderful Life. So for those of you much younger than me who have never seen It's a Wonderful Life, it's the story of George Bailey, a discouraged building and loan manager who contemplates suicide on Christmas Eve. A guardian angel, Clarence, is sent down to show George what life would be like had he never been born. So with Clarence's help, George realizes just how wonderful his life truly is. This quintessential, all-time Christmas classic is not only uplifting in every way, but it is also deeply touching in its exploration of every single human life. Jimmy Stewart delivers the performance of a lifetime as George Bailey, who realizes just how truly loved he is. There are a lot of lessons to be learned from this movie, among them the importance of family and friends. This movie's message is simple. Each and every life is important. I have watched this movie so many times that I can quote many lines from the movie, but I'm not nearly as good at this as my son-in-law, TJ, is. One of my favorite lines is, "Strange, isn't it? Each man's life touches so many others." And the last line of the movie, which my family can say still brings me to tears, is, "Remember, no man is a failure who has friends." We have been enjoying Aaron's January series of Jesus Revealed through the family, Jesus revealed through the disciples, and Jesus revealed through an unclean spirit. And my part in that is Jesus revealed through the church. And I cannot think of anything that better describes this congregation than It's a Wonderful Life. This has been my church family for over 30 years. Those of you who have been longtime members of St. Matthew know that this family gives from the heart. I have so many personal examples of when this family has helped me through a tough time, and here are just a few of them. When our second daughter, Elise, was only 15 months old, she was diagnosed with neuroblastoma cancer. We questioned why God would let a child so young have cancer. I clearly remember sitting in John Rogers' office as he helped me work through where God was in the situation. Elise was given only a 20% chance of living at diagnosis. We decided that if she should live for a year, that we would have a celebration and we would figure out a way to help other families going through the same thing that we were going through. At that miraculous 1-year mark, we were blessed to hold a celebration and a fundraiser with all the proceeds going to Children's Memorial Hospital in Chicago, where Elise was a patient. Kirk Moore was the associate pastor and the youth pastor at that time, and he asked how he could help. He organized and orchestrated food to feed over 200 people. Many of you probably remember donating food to that event, and the youth were there to help serve that night as well. Many of you donated silent auction items and were there that night. With your help over many, many years of fundraising, we have been able to raise over $1 million for Children's Memorial Hospital. We are so blessed to have a family who cares so much. That is Jesus being revealed through the church. And we all know that our church is not only gracious in their financial giving, they are also there when we need emotional support as well. My mother died unexpectedly when she was only 59, and my youngest brother died when he was 45. The number of phone calls and cards we received was overwhelming. It really touched our hearts. I should have known that when we needed prayers the most, that our family would be there for us. Even recently with our grandson's hospitalization, many of you stopped me to ask me how he was doing. And we all know that it is not just in sad times that our family is there for us. It is in happy times as well. The celebration of our 38th wedding anniversary, the blessing of another birthday, the birth of our first grandchild through our almost sixth, hopefully this week. The list goes on and on. That is Jesus being revealed through our church. Jesus was revealed through our church so many times over this last year. Anyone who has been involved in St. Matthew knows that the heart of our congregation is in giving to others. We are involved in so many organizations, they are almost too numerous to mention. PADS, Back Bay Mission, Feed My Starving Children, Meals on Wheels, Marion Park, ESSE, Crop Walk, People's Resource Center. The list goes on and on. Pastor Aaron decided at the beginning of the year to hold a mini seminar for staff, church council, and members serving on committees. One of the many things that we discussed is that as a church, we are so many things that we are nothing. The question was asked, who do you want us to be? What should our priorities be? We had a wonderful morning of discussion, and it was left to council to decide which organizations best fit our values as a church. Our ultimate goal is to continue volunteering our time and treasures to worthy causes within our community, but to focus on just a few in order to make the biggest impact. Our goal is to be more visible in the community and to be a church known for serving a particular need, along with keeping our tradition of doing. Council decided to implement the fifth Sunday as the Sunday where Jesus has left the building. This gives us an opportunity to go out into the community as a congregation. It gives us the opportunity to make an impact in one place, and also gives us, our families, a chance to serve each other together. We are calling this our Love in Action Plan, and you will be hearing more about that in the coming months. That is Jesus being revealed through the church. Another change that was made this year was to commit to an all-committee Sunday. On the first Sunday of the month, each committee meets within a different place within the church. The purpose of this was to give people in the congregation a chance to attend that meeting if they are interested in hearing more about that particular committee. And it also allows for a collaborative effort between all of the committees since we're all present. It has really proven to be a wonderful way to be able to work together, and has given Pastor Aaron a chance to attend many meetings in just one day. One of my all-time favorite quotes by Sterling K. Brown is, "Always have an attitude of gratitude." Can you imagine how much more joyful your morning would be if that was your daily motto? I cannot possibly list all the people that I'm thankful for here at St. Matthew. So many of you give your time and talent to so many areas of the church, and every single one of them is important. Today I want to recognize some of the people for whom I have the utmost gratitude. One of our greatest challenges this year was filling many, many staff positions. The retirement of our beloved music director, Jamie Craig, in May left us with big shoes to fill in the music department. We are honored and blessed that Brian Davalier accepted the position of music director, and he has done an amazing job. Thank you. Thank you, Brian. Another huge blessing in the music department was Wendy Piscini becoming our choir director. Thank you, Wendy. So both Brian and Wendy have worked really hard to bring us traditional songs that we love to sing, along with new music to make our worship more joyful. I'm especially thankful for the way that they work together as a team to support and encourage each other. We are grateful and thankful to Kira Mothershed for all of her years of loving and caring for our children. We are really blessed that when she left for college this year, that she recommended Nikki Pogalich to take her place. and Nikki has been a wonderful and loving addition to our staff. We all know that the future of St. Matthew is in our children, so finding someone as loving and wonderful as Miss Susan has been a big task. We are overjoyed that Julie Schubert accepted the position of Christian music director. She has done, yeah, for sure. She has done an amazing, amazing job showing the children the extent of God's love and has been a wonderful and loving presence for our children. I would also like to give a great big thanks to Dawn Schubert and Karen Sankin for keeping the children's worship joyful and meaningful while we were searching for just the right person. And thank you to Joyce Miller, Mary Henderson, and Dorothy Peterson for organizing the Women's Fellowship Group. And thank you to Brian English, Howie Peterson, Byron Miller, and Bruce Anderson for organizing the Men's Fellowship Group. It has been such a pleasure for all of us to be able to spend more quality time with all the wonderful women and men of St. Matthew. I'm so very grateful to Pastor Aaron and Danny DeLeon for their vision and hard work to bring St. Matthew into the future with our updated paint colors and our church signage. We owe a gratitude of thanks to Danny for her wonderful ideas, for her making sure that every sign was just perfect, and for being here when they were installed. Thank you so much to our building team for all of their effort prepping and painting many areas of the church. We owe a special thank you to Mary Henderson's father, John, who painted our bathrooms as well as our narthex. And a huge, huge thank you to Rick Junk, Hy Barrett, and Howie Peterson for their painting expertise in so many areas of our church home. Many thanks go to our loving Dave Mook for his donation from the Diane Mook Memorial Fund, which helped us purchase updated furniture as well as church signage. We are honored and blessed to have the Diane Mook Nook to remember and cherish someone who is so important in the life of St. Matthew. Thanks, Dave. And thank you to Marge Hall and Dorothy Peterson and her working worship team. We are grateful to have our updated lectern banners, our sanctuary banners, and our church flowers. I love that we're a clapping church. Isn't this awesome? And thank you to Bernie Tamling for his vision for St. Matthew. Thank you for your donation of the Prairie Pass sign and your hard work to bring special programs to us here. We appreciate you. And thank you to the fearless team of Howie Peterson, Byron Miller, Edie DeBoard, and Dawn Elmuff, who have worked tirelessly to make sure we come as close to a balanced budget as possible. And thank you to our council and SRC team for all of their hours put in this year to make sure that our church runs as it should. These are just some of the ways that Jesus was revealed through our church this year. Everyone in this church makes this church work. Whether you just make an effort to show up every Sunday, or you donate all of your free time to this wonderful church home like Rick Junk does, you are appreciated and valued. I hope that you will enjoy this video that shows many of you doing Jesus' wonderful work in this place.
Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Everyone is love and light and vibration. Look for the good, look for the good. Everyone gets mad sometimes, and maybe they should. Look for the good, look for the good. Yeah, look out for all the heroes in your neighborhood. Look for the good, look for the good. Life sure would be sweet if everybody would. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone. Look for the good in everything. Look for the good. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good. Look for the good. Look for the good in everyone.
All right, so this is Jesus being revealed through the church. We aren't just a family in this place, we are a family in the community and the world. Every member of this congregation continues to give to each other, to our community, and to the world outside of our doors in so many loving and wonderful ways. Whether you are a lifelong member, a seasoned veteran, or a newcomer to our congregation, you are appreciated, valued, and loved. I hope that when you leave the service today that you will take a few thank you notes from my family who will be standing outside of the doors here. Please, please take a few moments to jot down a thank you to someone within this congregation who makes coming to church a place where you find hope, joy, and love. Lastly, let us celebrate with a quote from Higgins of Ted Lasso. To the family we are born with and the family we make along the way, let us give thanks. Thank you for being an amazing part of this family of God. God's richest blessings to each and every one of you. Amen.